Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft. And joining me today is the team from Reliance Global Group. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is RELI on NASDAQ. And from that team, we got Ezra Beyman, Chairman and CEO, as well as Grant Barra, the Senior Vice President. We had Reliance Global on about 2 years ago now, maybe a little bit over. We published that interview on July 2nd, 2020. But before we get into all the updates and why we're really talking today, Ezra, can you start us off with that quick overview of the company, and then we'll go from there?
So I think we acquired RELI, which was a different name before that, back as an OTC company. I think it was 2019. Uplisted to NASDAQ February of 2021, a little more than a year ago. Did about 9 acquisitions or so in the insurance space, a lot of health insurance, some P&C, home and auto. Those agencies are cash positive. And then we've developed this technology of 5-minute insure, which allows customers to actually shop through a wide range of carriers. We're in 47 states actually, and they can actually shop and then buy the insurance all inside of 5 minutes. What's the really exciting thing happening is RELI Exchange, connected to the acquisition we did in April of this year. It was called Barra and Associates, and Grant Barra is with us today. And when we bought it, actually there were about 65 agents. Today, just a few months later, we have about 85 agents, and it's growing. And we plan it to grow exponentially. It actually gives agents the tools to be able to sell insurance easily, quickly, very low barrier of entry to get in with us. No franchise fees or anything. We hope to, using the platform of technology and the agents and our pretty much national licenses, 47 states and wide range of carriers, we hope this to be explosive, really.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, this is good. You jumped the gun on me. You gave me the highlights since we last talked to you, and before I had to ask you. That's good, because now I want to zone in on that news that you discussed. We're recording this on what's today, Tuesday, July 26th, and about 15 days ago, the company announced the launch of this RELI Exchange. So Grant, since it sounds like you were very integral in the launch of this, can you describe a little bit about the exchange, what this means, and maybe how it's unique and different compared to some of what your peers are out there doing?
Right. So Reliance Global Group has a fantastic operation. My company that I founded and was the CEO of, the name was Barra and Associates. That's the company that was acquired by RGG in April of this year. What we've done since that onboarding is we're going through a rebranding from Barra and Associates to RELI Exchange. So RELI Exchange. This exchange, and one of the reasons for the acquisition of my organization along with RGG is the technology that they had with 5-minute insure. The 5-minute insure platform that they have was absolutely, the tech behind it was absolutely incredible. And what they were doing was going direct to consumer. So going direct to consumer, it's an opportunity for a lot of companies that are out there, but the cost to acquire clients is high. And what you find a lot of the tech companies, the insure tech companies in this space going to market, and there's more of them coming to markets, is while they're talking about how acquiring clients may be unprofitable today, but that cost is coming down. And the reality of things are, as more companies come to markets, that cost is based on a supply and demand, because it's bid with, Google AdWords, Facebook advertising, other platforms in which you're bidding for advertising space, causing the price to go up. What we really saw was you needed a way to be able to control the cost to acquire clients. Now, the platform that we had before introducing the new technology, which just makes it so much better, before introducing the new technology, our platform allowed us to control the cost to acquire clients because we partnered with agents and agency owners in the field to work exclusively with our organization. These partners in the field working exclusively with us would find clients, run them through the platform, right? And then they would earn a percentage of the commissions as it goes through. So we're always profitable on every acquisition of client. To do that, right? Why would an agent do that in order for them to give up a small piece of the commission, right, of the clientele that they have? And the reason that they would do that is because they're getting extreme value in return. So number one, carrier access, in which agents don't have access to all these different carriers. Number two, the barrier to entry to starting an agency. Our number one competitor is charging anywhere from $25,000, $35,000, sometimes $45,000 initial payment in order to even have the opportunity to work with them. So eliminating that barrier. In addition to that, Reliance Global Group's tech platform, which is 5-Minute Insure, was the perfect way to be able to make it easier for agents in the field to distribute products. You just had to make some slight tweaks to that product, moving it over to RELI Exchange, that allows them to have a white labeled website. So when you go to one of our partners' websites, it looks like it's their agency, and it looks like day one after signing their contract and getting sent up with us, they look like they're a $10 million agency. They don't have to have staff, back office support. They can rely on the RELI Exchange back office, carrier access, and InsurTech platform that allows simplicity in doing business for those partners.
Interesting. So firstly, thank you for that, Grant. That was, I think, a great overview and understanding of what this partnership looks like, and now this launch of the RELI Exchange. So coming back to you, Ezra, from a business perspective, when we're talking about who our target market is and who you're looking to go to, I mean, what's really interesting is I asked you offline about how, if national carriers was an important cog in this, and it sounds like it is, but at the same time, it's almost like you want the folks that want to be in business for themselves without having to rely on being under the State Farm and, all that, one of those carriers. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
That's correct. In other words, as Grant mentioned, for a new agent, or even sometimes a seasoned agent, to get hooked up or connected with all these carriers is not that easy. So they hook onto us and use our connections with the carriers, and then they can go, and like Grant says, they hook up with us, and almost instantly they're in business. They have their own name on their website. It's established, and they get to use our technology. It's the best of both worlds. They could be their own customer and identify with their existing clientele, without using someone else's name, but they get to use our technology, our back office support. Makes it really easy, and for them to just focus on selling without worrying about everything else. So it's cost effective for them, for us, and it's a very good system. It's the one system that's working out there, actually.
Absolutely. So Ezra, then in terms of, what success looks like, in the launch of this platform, in your estimation, from what you can tell us also, I don't know what your rules are on guidance, but, tell me what looks like success to you.
So, I mean, as we mentioned, we just did the acquisition in April of this year, 3 months ago, April 26th, I think it was. And since then, we've added 20-something agents, and that's where we're looking to grow. And we've already said that in our announcement, so we could say we're looking for very significant growth. In other words, because the truth is, the way the technology is set up, and I must say the way that Grant had his operation, extremely organized and very system-oriented, we can grow from 60-something agents to 600 with relatively low cost and extreme efficiency. So we hope to go, way beyond that.
Very good. And my final question for you today, before I let you go, what would you say are some of the industry tailwinds that make you feel confident in hitting some of the expectations you hope to hit?
I think because the agents themselves, actually, the people that we're looking to recruit, they're in many ways not happy where they are. If they're with a captive, they have to only be able to sell that company's insurance. And as far as when they're in an agency setting, there isn't really exactly the way we have it, with the combination of technology and the infrastructure in place. It's very little competition out there. if any. So we don't know anyone actually offering this exact same setup as we are. We don't know of it. And they're excited. There are some videos people could see of some of our existing agents. They're thrilled. They love it.
Very good. Well, real quick, Grant, where can people go and find more information on the RELI Exchange?
Right. So they're going to want to go to www.reliexchange.com. So that's www.reliexchange.com.
Very good. And Ezra, for corporate information about Reliance Global Group, where can people go for more information?
RelianceGlobalGroup.com.
Very good. All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I look forward to our next update.
Very good. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks.